What is the biggest mistake you've made that actually turned out alright? My son, I once skipped a job interview thinking I'd messed up. Later, I found a better opportunity that fit me perfectly. Spending all the inheritance I received from my mother on drugs. Yes, I feel guilty, however since getting clean it is a huge part of my fallback motivation to never touch a substance again. Accidentally sending a flirty text to my mom instead of my crush turned into a funny family story. Breaking up with my ex. Fuck, that was some awful years of regret and sadness after, but I now have a new awesome partner and it all ended up more than alright. Stuck around at my old job too long even though I desperately wanted a change of career. All worth it now because I met the love of my life there. Got out of the service unmedicated, ran off to a large party city. Va took care of me and am so much better now both mentally and financially. Dating my ex. Learned a lot. I got married and then divorced. But I've got 3 outstandingly brilliant, amazing kids out of it. Once upon a time I was accepted for my dream study. I hated every second of it because of the school's curriculum. Didn't suit me at all, though I pushed through because I loved the subject. Had a mental breakdown, depression, worsened my anxiety to a state that the only thing I could do was flee. I had only a few things to do till graduation, but I just couldn't do it and instead I started a different study that I also liked. After some self-work, I went back to the first school 2 years later to hand in what I missed, and now I have 2 degrees plus a certificate that let me educate. So that turned out alright. Dropping out of my first major in college because I realized it wasn't for me. Best teacher ever, found something I actually love. I once skipped a crucial meeting to hang out with friends, but it led to a new job opportunity when I networked with them later. Hitting the bottom so hard that from there the only way was up. Talking and having good relationships with my teachers and other people I know are professionals and into businesses. My perspective in life widens. Once I decided to go on a trip without a clear plan. At first it was scary and uncomfortable, but I met interesting people and gained invaluable experience. I dropped out of university to go back to my extremely abusive boyfriend. Went into care work because it was the only thing available that I could do. Learned about the nursing degree apprenticeship through work but didn't think I would be good enough so didn't apply. Broke up with abusive boyfriend and was screwed over financially. Out of financial desperation, applied for nursing degree apprenticeship and was accepted. Became a registered nurse 4 years later and paid off all my debts. Went to a lab class high and got to dip things in hydrofluoric acid. Skipping classes. Going to medical school. I enlisted in the army a little less than a year before 9-11 because I was an underachieving homeless bum at the time and I was sick of sleeping on the beach. Turns out that my personality is uniquely suited to the rigors of war. I've been out of the military for 15 years, and if you met me IRL you would never, in a million years, think for 1 second I was even a solider, let alone did the things I did. Reddit is literally the only place I ever talk about or mention it.